You've heard it all before as the case manager, or maybe you haven't because you're new. Let's get to it. Hey, everybody, it's Sensei Tosh here at MedPro Dojo, and I want to talk specifically about tips for the case manager. So hold on, because I'm going to go over what those are, and I'm going to go over how to handle them. So one is framing treatments around the patient's goals, explaining patient payment clearly, overcoming scheduling conflicts. Those are just a few of them. So let's start with the first one, is framing treatment plans around the patient's goals. Patient goals should be established in the day one consult. When we're talking about the effects on their quality of life, how it affects them at work, how that affects them at home, with their energy levels, their sleep patterns, their outside activities. You need to know what the effects are first, and then understanding that and the level of severity, we then go into, I want to know what your goals are for being here. Besides getting out of pain, because that's the obvious, what would you like to be doing that you're not doing right now? So you make sure you write those all down. And then I would always ask the patient, are these goals for you? And they're like, yes, I would love to be able to play pickleball. I would love to be able to walk my dog 2 miles. It's very, very important to me that I can go shopping with my girlfriends and that I can stay an active, healthy life, because I don't want to be like my grandma sitting around in a chair all day sewing. Very, very, very important that you get that information on day 2, because you're going, or on day 1, because you're going to use that in the day 2 process at the report of findings. So could sound like this. Now, let me show you what we're going to be doing in order to help you. We're going to be doing red light therapy. This is going to build more blood vessels, bringing oxygen and nutrients to the lower legs and feet to help heal those areas. We're going to be doing stimulation, which helps to strengthen the nerve fibers as well as the muscles to help you with balance and stabilization, so you're not afraid of falling as often as you have been. And that will get you back out walking with your dog, getting you back out onto the pickleball court. We're also going to be doing some spinal decompression to help with the herniation and bulging that you have going on there. And as well as chiropractic care. We want to open up those areas that are locked down or that are out of alignment, so that the brain and the body are communicating. Part of that is your brain says my foot should be moving right now in order to walk. But if there's a disconnect because of the degeneration and the bulging and the herniation, that's going to stop that nerve impulse from making it to your foot in time. And that's how you start tripping up on things. So that's going to be our care plan for you. Most of the time, when you educate the patient on what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and why you're going to do it, that clears it up. Now they can be an informed decision maker, an informed buyer, so they understand what's going on as far as how your services is directly going to help them to achieve their goals. Now, moving into explaining payment plans clearly. I hear this all the time through the recordings that case managers send in. Do one financial option at a time. Plan A. You have the option to take care of this all in one visit. Most of our patients decide to do that. It makes it very easy. You take care of it all at once and you get a 20% discount. It would make this X amount of dollars. Zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. They have the key. Once they speak, then you can speak. We've sat sometimes for 1 to 2 minutes. A person will go internally and begin to think about, maybe I could prepay this, but I have my kids' braces to pay for. I want to make the last car payment, but I do have that one check coming in, and we're also selling our camper. Could I do that? Gosh, that's a savings of $600. That would make sense to do that. I don't like to have payments. Then they'll respond to you maybe by saying, actually, could I do half today and half next week and still get the discount? I would say, absolutely, you can. Okay, because they're going to tell me, oh, I need to pay off my kids' dentist thing. I have a check coming in and we're selling our camper. So I'm going to have the money for that, but I won't have it until next week, but I could do half of it today. So let the person walk through that. Many times case managers want to hurry up and say the next thing, hoping that it's going to stick. Don't do that. Go one at a time. Be very clear and concise on what you're saying. We have option A. Most people elect to do this. It's all taken care of in one time. You save 20%. It makes this much money. Quiet. If they say, you know what, it's just 100% impossible for me to do that. Okay. The other option is through Care Credit or Financial Care. We can take care of your whole plan, and we can do that up to 18 months interest deferred. And that would make your monthly payments X amount of dollars. Like, oh, okay, I could do that. So again, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. They have the key. Once they speak, that unlocks it for you. Give them a chance to think about it. When you ramrod people into saying, well, we could do a prepayment discount, you get 20% off, it'd be this much, or if you want to, we could do financing for that. You could do it up to 18 months or 12 months. It's interest deferred, so you don't really have to pay anything, or we could do a payment in the office if that works better for you. Now what you're going to get at the end of the day is, I need to go home and think about it. You've given them too much to try to process in that moment. And when a person is in confusion, they don't make decisions. So if you are hearing, I need to go home and think about it, you're doing this. So just be honest with yourself and say, how do I do this in a slower pace, one at a time, and see how the patient responds to that. The other one is overcoming scheduling conflicts. Now, this is the worst thing you can say. All right, so we're going to get you scheduled out for all of your visits because that's what you have to do here. We have 36 visits that we need to schedule. That's just going to wig somebody out right then and there. So I'm going to tell you to stop. Don't do that. Don't talk about the larger number. Go down to the smaller and ask simple questions. Okay, Barbara, so we're going to see you 3 days a week. Which 3 days work best for you? Like, can I come in the afternoon? Absolutely. What time would you like in the afternoon? And they say 3:30. Well, let me take a look. Yep, 3:30 is a good time. Could I do that Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Absolutely. All right, perfect. And then when we drop down to 1 day a week, which one day do you want to keep? Mondays? Because you want to come back in off the weekend? Okay, perfect. So we've got your entire care plan scheduled out. The next time that you come in, I'll have a printed off schedule for you that has all of your visits. Please make sure you schedule everything else in your life around these visits. We want to make sure we keep you on track with your care so that you can get the results that you're looking forward to and get you back to the goals that you have set up. It's as easy as that. But when you start saying, hey, we need to get 36 visits scheduled out, the person's like, I don't even know what I'm doing next week. How am I supposed to know? Versus making that the cornerstone of their healing is being here and showing up 3 times a week. What 3 days work best for you? And that what 1 day do you want to keep after that? You've just scheduled out the whole plan and they don't even realize it. And it made it easy peasy for them. So you could always follow that up with, if you're on a vacation or anything else like that, please do give us a call and let us know. We'll take care of that ahead of time for you. Some of the other scheduling objections could be like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. I have a lot of kids and a lot of activities. You could go back to asking what 3 days typically work best for you. Sometimes they'll say, well, I have practices. They say, we can be flexible. Just let us know. We can hold appointment time for you during this window. And if we need to change anything, we do require 24 hours notice. That usually handles it. If they say they have a vacation coming up, say no problem. We take care of so many patients and all of them have vacations at some point in their treatment plan. Let us know when you come back, when you plan to take those, and we'll get your visit scheduled around that. So any scheduling conflicts, always show them that you can accommodate that for them so they get the results that they're looking for. I hope that helps. If you guys need anything more specifically, we have a great course called the Sales and Closing course. We have a dojo that meets every Thursday going over sales and closing. Be blessed, be a blessing. We'll see you next time.
If this helped, give this video a like and share it with someone who needs this.